Hey guys, Tyre here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Alliance Defiance. Playing today spawning in the north, we have Dirty Finisher playing as the Brits. Straight away locking into special weapons, teaming up with them as D1moN playing as Soviets, who has government coordination, airborne troops, and shock rifle frontline. Face off against them in the south, we have D1moN playing as Ostheer, straight away locking into Lightning War. And I'm going to mispronounce this, I'm sure. Reichshühnchen okw. There's fortifications, special operations, and elite armored. Tried to look this one up, but I couldn't find out any sites that had a good pronunciation of this. I think it's like a type of chicken from my googling. A breed of chicken. Anyway, okay, locking in to elite armor with that there. In terms of rankings, this is all random affair. Oof, I've forgotten the rankings because I was looking up their name. I think on the Axis side, one player was ranked 15, the other around mid-30s, I think. And back the other way, Dirty Finisher, I think, is ranked 9. D1moN around rank 200. So we've got a flank here on the machine gun. From multiple angles, jumps back into the building. Pretty safe back there. But might be able to squeeze a little bit of territory control here. Standing on the edge of the circle. A little bit too close to the building there with that conscript squad. Oh, and didn't quite get them neutralized. And then AoE suppression on top of that. That's a disaster for D1moN there. Running around the corner here, but the other squad of Grandies comes across to assist, setting up another 2-on-1. Tommy's forced away over here, but they have managed to secure the fuel point at the least. Got some nice cover to battle it out against the Fox Grandies from, so pretty even split on the map so far. And it's going to be a fast 2-2-1 start from the OKW player. That kind of makes sense, you know, he kind of ran out of momentum against the Brit player. Kind of makes you wonder, like, what's going on? But yeah, it's because he's been investing into the 2-2-1. Let's see if that can pay itself off here. Retreat on that squad. This one trying to stall out for a little bit longer. 4 Tommy start for Dirty Finisher, so no snares available. Hasn't gone for any Royal Engineers. Has ticked up though, so could build an anti-tank gun potentially, or maybe push towards an AEC. Though he'd probably be going for the AEC side tech now if that was his decision. So I think it's going to be the anti-tank gun. Meanwhile, a super fast tech truck here means we're likely to see our fast 223 upgrade. Does make it a lot more durable. Into a machine gun, interesting. Managed to complete the repairs, so Stonepire's not going to take any damage here. And 223 is backing away here. I think he wanted the upgrade, but he hasn't gone for the upgrade in the battle group yet, so he can't go for it here. I think the 223 or 221 still had this issue where it's like the only OKW vehicle that can't upgrade outside friendly territory. Not sure if that got fixed, but I knew there was an issue with it in the past. Been a while since I played that fast 2-2-1 build. Haven't really played it much since I made that tutorial video on it. There we go. Big Molotov out there. And gets the D crew on the machine gun. Very nice. Huge flank, and gets the rewards for it as well. Nice to see, you know, early Molotovs paying off like that. Just before the 2-2-2 pops out as well. And it's pretty fast 2-2-2. 5.5 minutes. So he's hitting a good timing with that. Got a Maxim out for Moscow Morty as well. Rebuilding a conscript. Did he lose a conscript? He did indeed. Sorry, I didn't see that, but might be regretting that decision. Because he probably needs an anti-tank gun here against the 222. Heading for manpower at the moment as well. Machine gun spins around.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Get flanked by the 222 now. Can't win no matter the angle. Dirty finisher going for the tank hunter infantry section. Interesting option. Yeah, pretty reasonable. Especially against something like 221 or 223. And the anti-infantry damage is actually pretty reasonable as well, especially at this timing. They do seem to drop off pretty badly as the game progresses, but for the next like 5 or so minutes they're pretty good in both roles. Kind of similar to guards. And they are getting some buffs next patch. You know, the cooldown is coming down from 2 minutes to like 40 seconds. So if you want to go for like some kind of stalling strategy, maybe pump out 2 of these once you hit 2 command points and use that as your anti-light vehicle. Probably be more viable. I'll be trying out those strats eventually. Post-patch. Yeah, it's just one of those climbers that I was like, oh, I'll try that one again post-patch, you know. Quite a few climbers like that, or strategies like that for me. Again, quite weak here. Slightly late retreat. The Combat Engineer Flamer. G43 Panzer Grenadiers now for Demon. Trying to hide from the Maxim. Oh, good bundle grenade there. A lot of damage. He's trying to push forwards on the back of that. Machine gun shooting at the 222 instead of the flamethrower. Big mistake from Moscow Morty. Oh, does get away with it, and the 222 does not get away. Maxim getting just enough damage done on the rear armor. Pretty sure it's the Maxim. The Eagles destroyed 1 for the Zis though. Did like one of the crew model guns get the kill there? Because he's got so little veterancy from that. Strange. Well, never upgraded this to the 223. Never got the radio set. He's got his tech truck coming up out the back there. And rather forwards mortar pit from Dirty Finisher. Gonna work here. Letting out the 221 with the threat of the snare there, but the machine gun is the suppression going, and Raketin trying to work on the mortar pit, but there we go, nasty connection. 2 mortar shells. Very nearly gets the D crew there. That was extremely close. Good reposition on the machine gun here. These get suppressed. This barrage too. Just for good measure. Moscow Morty is a little bit low on munitions though. He's been spending them quite freely so far. Oh wow, Dirty Finisher going for the half track. Another rear sight comes in very late. You know, I think it is at 4 command points, right? Ooh. Makes it yeah, super late for a light vehicle like this. Most other half tracks coming in at 3. And even that is maybe a tiny bit late. Especially for team games. But yeah, getting switched to 3 in the patch. And getting switched so you don't need to upgrade weapon racks, I think, to get access to the weapons. On top of that, the new Vickers as well. So Once again, another commander to watch. This patch, a lot of potential strategies available from it. But, you know, in some ways I will be sad to see the Vickers change. It's like having a slightly stronger Bren is kind of nice. Nice for Tommies. Maybe the Royal Engineers will be better suited to the new Vickers. Well, good fight back here from the Allies. They've got a huge amount of territory control at the moment. Double fuel. And fighting strongly. Moscow getting out the T-70. Coming in a tiny bit late here. Yeah, it's always strong to get the T-70 out. Oh boy. Very lucky that D1moN didn't charge force there for a snare. It was on the table. That could have been an instantly dead T-70.
Where do you need us?
Track being used as transport even. Popped in for some healing there. Makes sense, you know, if you're trying to spend all your munitions on those weapon upgrades to try and save some sections so you don't have to get the medical supplies.
An emplacement is being attacked.
He did equip quite a few of those Vickers, but I don't know if he's got double Vickers on all his squads yet. I don't think so. They've all just got single Vickers at the moment. Infantry support gun, trying to soften up the mortar pit here. Oh boy, he's using it in the clown car duties. Don't see this too often. The reason why is this is so slow compared to other half-tracks as well. You see it right there, just can't get away from danger to save itself. Terrible movement on that half-track, which is not getting changed. But I suppose it kind of makes sense, you know. It's kind of weighed down by all the extra weapons it's carrying around or something. Oh, there goes the 2-2-1 finally. AT gun finishing the job on that. So yeah, what a turnaround here. The Axis were looking quite strong for a while there, but the loss of that MG42 and then the arrival of this mortar pit actually doing a lot of damage. 8 kills on that already. It's a big turnaround here for the Allies. Now they're riding high.
Emplacement under attack.
There's the 222 as well. Oh, he got quite greedy there, trying to set up on the T-70 with no support on the pack. Bit of extra pressure from the infantry, and down it goes. D1moN gifting an anti-tank gun there. Yeah, that was a greedy attempt to attack the T-70 there. Even then, I mean, he probably would have struggled to get away with it alive, but probably would have been worth trying. T-70, having, you know, killed the pack, is now quite free to continue to blast away, even though he's low in health. Though we do have double rekittance from the OKW player. I guess he's trying to do battle, and he has managed to kill that mortar pit. So now they're kind of free to go hunting. This is no light vehicle on his side of the map currently, having taken down the M3 as well. But yeah, as I was saying, the M3 for the Brits, very slow. So trying to use it in those clown car duties. Doesn't go too well. It's much slower than the US Forces one, and I don't think he gets step on it as well. Doesn't get the speed boost either. But I think it is getting a slight buff in the next patch, maybe like in terms of armor or something like that to match the US Forces one. T-70 charging in. Do have the pack rebuilt from D1moN, also pushing out a Panzer IV now. It's going to need that to turn things around here. He's been really getting beat down on his side of the map quite some time now, with the loss of those team weapons. And Moscow Morty riding high. 2 machine guns, 2 anti-tank guns, so even once that Panzer IV arrives, he's going to have it pretty well handled, lining up with, you know, 3 constant with the snares. So he's going to have a tough go of it. He gives some pits. More engineers there. Bolster on the infantry sections now, so they're really going to be dominating this OKW player until he gets the obers out. This barrage coming in. Oh man, if he just stood still and started blasting there, maybe could have got the white. By the time they start firing, they're already, you know, like 20 range away. Wow, up to Vet 3 on that stolen MG42 already. That thing has been doing a tremendous amount of damage. Here comes the Panzer IV. Is this a little bit further back? Pack coming out from base was reinforcing back there. 3P units pushing in. It's pretty good damage done as well. Comes the Zis, conscripts ooh-ahing back. Trying to hang on here. Trying to bait him into this Zis. See me back here, we're going to mine down as well for Moscow Morty. VPs are draining fast for the Axis. About to tick under 300 here. Really need to turn things around. The OKW player could build a Panzer IV right about now if he's got the manpower for it. I'm curious to see what he goes for though. Because he is, I think he has to get Panzer IV because he's just getting so badly dominated by these bolstered Vickers infantry sections right now. Really needs that extra anti-infantry push that the Panzer IV offers over the Panther. Oh boy, but wow, I didn't even notice this dirty finisher already ticked Anvil. I guess that's demonstrating how much territory control the Allies have had. So he's going to go for the Churchill. So maybe that means the OKW player actually does need the Panther. No, he still does have the double Rakitans to try hand at the Churchill. Especially Vet 0, the Churchill. Not terribly powerful. Once it's that Vet 1, the extra machine gun, and gets access to the crew grenades, that's when it becomes a little bit better. I think what we saw there is those boys AT rifles. I think they've got 40 range, right? It's their 35, and then Tommies also have a sight bonus when they're on cover. So they were able to fire where the opponents could not. Okay, Sturm Tiger going to be the option. Wow, I was not expecting that. Well, let's see what he can get done with it. He's finding to back away from the Zis. Hasn't done much at all since it's arrived. He's getting hampered by those double anti-tank guns kind of camped out in this lane. Forces him out of cover. Allows his advance. Here comes the Sturm Tiger. Moscow Morty on the retreat. Cancels it in the nick of time. That did force the full retreat there, so X is holding on in the centre and holding on down here as well, so control the VPs at the moment. Rebuild on the mortar pit on this side, but that is going to put it, maybe straining to reach the centre only with the barrages. Coming around the corner. Sturm Tiger, oh boy, gonna go for some action. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's gonna get blocked by that fence though. And would have been a pretty good connection otherwise. Unfortunate there for the Adobe player. Don't have the fixed projectile on that Storm Tiger yet. Connection from the Rakeds though, firing off, penetrating every hit. See Defiance really dug in on this side though, all these trenches. It'll be tricky to dislodge. But maybe this is where the Storm Tiger will have its time to shine. I think it does have a bonus against emplacements, right? Damage bonus against emplacements. I don't think it's very good against units in trenches though, but if it does end up getting deep enough to fire at the mortar pit and it's not braced, it could come close to one hitting it, I think. Especially before it gets the health bonus from Vet, which is Vet 3.
Stocks of better grenades are being made available to the infantry.
Kept down in the centre. He does have tier 4 down. Looks like he's saving for the IS-2 and that's about to pop out, so that's going to make life very difficult for D1moN. Who's ticked up, going for the Werfer now. Okay, so might be struggling in the anti-tank department once the IS-2 arrives, but the Werfer is going to work really nicely against all these support weapons clustered on this side. Same time to in the centre. Here he goes. Ooh, too late on the retreat. Defiance loses the tank hunter infantry section there. Starting on the repairs now, or reloads rather. Coming back across, freshly repaired, but double Raketans roughly in the same position. Fire off one shell. Is that heavy mortar barrage? I think so. He's also putting down another mortar pit on the side. But that might be a little bit too dug in on the left hand side. He's got it locked down, but might not be assisting in the centre enough. And the Moscow Morty having trouble getting on top of this VP for the moment. Here comes the Werfer driving into really close range here. Should be a good one, especially if he's targeting these two team weapons. This could be devastating. Oof. There goes the Maxim, really good connection there. Pack in an interesting position, forces back the Panzer IV. IS-2 pressing in, Pack sets up. Bouncing, Faust's going to bounce as well, maybe? No, rear armour. IS-2 does get cold feet. Maybe if he had a couple squads in support he would have pushed in there, but they're a little bit further back. Gonna recrew the machine guns. But yeah, good start for that Werfer. 7 kills, halfway to Vet 1. Oh, we've got the anti-tank planes on the far side. Oh, and the Churchill's gone down. I apologise for missing that. Wow. Well, that's good. Good news for the Axis for sure. That's exactly what they needed to fight back there. Work here with Vickers. IS-2 repaired. AT guns blasting away at the Panzer IV. Oof. IS-2 though, playing it safe. Gonna get some repairs here. Storm Tiger lining up some damage. As usually the emergency repairs to get rid of that damage it took before. It's ready to go. Just Camped out in the center here. There's no tank destroyer. A bit of trouble contesting it at the moment. Do have one anti-tank gun out for Dirty Finisher. And back to the front lines here. Ooh, and there go the Royal Engineers. Good predictive shot there from the Sturmtiger. So he's off to a roaring start now. 2 wipes from that. Maybe even stunned the Churchill. Hard to say. Oh, Panzer IV coming in. Zis though slightly off target here. If it was facing the correct direction, that Panzer IV I think would have died right there. IS-2 doing donuts, going to take engine damage here. Oh, and he's dropped the concentrated fire operation. Probably not enough to kill the truck. Oh no, the heavy mortar barrage comboing up with it though. That's definitely going to get the kill. Those heavy mortar barrages, such long range. Such a menace. So that's going to be the tech truck down for the OKW player, who does not have mechanized, but maybe going to have to go for the King Tiger now. King kills now, Vet 1 with that Werfer barrage. But yeah, you can do that these days, I believe. Sturm Tiger and King Tiger didn't used to be able to. Sturm Tiger is kind of a lot weaker than it used to be back when that was disallowed. Shorter range. Where's AoE? I can't quite line up the shots. Meanwhile, the Churchill on the other side going to work. Killing off the infantry support gun there. Getting a lot of damage done. Coming across to the centre. Churchill Crocodile will perform a lot better against those double Raketens if it ever gets close. Ooh, wow. He went for the chase down. I think that was the kill there. Perhaps a mistake from Dirty Finisher. Demon meanwhile has been forcing back Moscow Morty. Moscow Morty playing very conservatively with the IS-2. I mean, it's a slow burn for him, but has popped out a Katyusha now, so he can start blasting away at the double packs. He rings in quite deep here. Could be a bit dangerous for the Katyusha. Panzer IV coming forwards, not popping the blitz. Double AT guns setting up. IS-2 coming across here. Oh, could this be the end of the Panzer IV? One more shot and it's down. He took an anti-tank grenade as well, IS-2. Doesn't even need it. Werfer barrage coming through. Nearly decreased both the anti-tank guns. Not quite. Pack pops the target weak point. Going to work on the IS-2. Has to disengage the other pack out here. Decrewed. Conscripts died over here, I believe. The ones that threw the anti-tank grenade. So overall, not the best trade there for Moscow Morty, but still take it. Panzer IV for a conscript.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
If he can kill the decruit pack as well, that would have been huge, but Demon quite quick to jump back on top of that. Mechanized truck coming down for the OKW player, and not too far away from the King Tiger in terms of fuel. The fuel income quite slow at the moment for the Axis team. A bit of a shame that he lost that 221. Could have been pushing in some more resources for him here. Going forwards, going after the anti-tank gun here it looks like. Quick to back away, pops the rapid maneuvers as well. Oh boy, those mortar pits. in the centre. Goes down. Raketten's opening up on the Croc. Oh, that's a nasty Sturm Tiger rocket. He's too busy trying to micro away the Churchill. He ends up losing his squad to the Sturm Tiger. Nicely done there by the okw player. Oh, conscripts squeeze around the side of the machine gun. Also threatening the Werfer. It looks like that did another strike. Maybe got a couple kills, up to 19. Needs to keep chasing here. Needs a couple more bullets to penetrate to finish off the Werfer. Well, the IS-2's coming around the corner. We've got the double packs here. Chusha is still on cooldown, so can't assist. He's caught in the planes just to keep things safe here. Stop the IS-2 from chasing in. Nice to see here, activated the sustained fire ability on the Maxim. If those AT guns stayed forwards like that, they would have gone down extremely quickly. Yeah, Maxim set up at an awkward angle here. Sturm Tiger maybe get some rear damage coming through. No. Uh-oh. Okay, his retreats. Wow, I'm surprised he got the kill there. I thought that was a well-timed retreat. I'm surprised they had the range there. Well, there we go. I was doubting the strength of the Sturm Tiger here, but okw players really working it nicely. So many wipes so far. I think that's 4 now, right? 4 wipes from the Sturm Tiger. Very good performer. Those infantry forces are also looking quite weak. Very close to that King Tiger though. Also got the regular Tiger out. Demon. The IS-2 will have a vet lead. Especially once it gets that Vet 2 range bonus, that will really help out the IS-2 in this duel. Should get there before the Tiger does. That pack not having much luck. Here comes the Werfer returning fire. Dodges forward slightly with the pack though. Doesn't end up taking too much damage, and got the D-crew on the Axis pack. Wow. Another squad down. I think there was another conscript too. So no more conscripts from Moscow Morty after that. Sturm Tiger going to town here. And now the King Tiger going to be stacking up the hurt. We do have a 17-pounder over here for duty finisher. So he's well camped on this side. But as I said, Allies aren't really contesting the center as much as they could be. This has allowed the Axis back in the game. Axis have drained off maybe around 70 points, and the same time maybe the Allies have drained off around 70 points. So though Dirty Finisher is very secure on this left hand side, not enough assistance in the center. And for the Panzer Commander upgrade, which I think is really well suited for the King Tiger. Doesn't really need the extra damage from the machine gun generally. And very helpful to have the extra sight range on it. And the artillery as well.
Receiving enemy fire.
It's coming in. Wow, annihilates that machine gun. Oh boy, that 17-pounder getting in for some big damage on the Sturm Tiger. Has to back out on harm's way there. Don't know if he was aware of it up until then, but definitely is now. Tiger popping the heat shells, going chasing up the Churchill, but also going to be in range of the 17-pounder here. Doesn't have sight of it at the moment though. This 2 pulling back. Close call. Took a lot of damage from those double AT guns. Not even double AT guns.
Repairs finished, courtesy of the Royal Engine.
think that was a marginal hit. Only a little bit of health damage, maybe one model from the infantry section. So advancing King Tiger in range of the 17 pounder though. Only for one hit though. Maybe we could go for some attack round scatter shots though. Hope to connect. Fired off the flare there, so some pretty good vision of the area. So it seems like Duty Finisher, as you would expect from the rank 9 player, very well versed in the 17 pounder. Use of that flare ability, which I don't actually see too often from players using it. Oh, that was a nasty shot from the crocodile. Another squad wipe there. Wow.
Blue 4's attack positions can be built now.
Ooh. Good Werfer strike. A lot of models down with that one. Oh, he's got two Werfers. Second one coming out now. Targeting a similar area. Comanches do survive. 2 kills. We're 3 on that Werfer already. 31 kills. He's been getting some really nasty hits. He's been using them well timed as well. As soon as they're off cooldown basically. Oh my god, the 17 pounder finishing off the KT. How did that happen? Rockett's coming in for the Churchill. Churchill spinning around here. Firing off the smoke. Here comes the Katyusha. Oh boy. One Rocketten down, loses all the veterancy. Nearly got the Churchill there. One more Rocketten shot and that would have been it. If he went for the attack round with that Rocketten that was off to the left, potentially could have got it there. Okay, plays saying lag, so maybe that's why he lost the King Tiger. That's unfortunate. Good Werfer strike again. Machine gun in the center, extremely low. SU-85 out now though for Moscow Morty, comboing up. His double anti-tank guns should be able to completely dominate the armoured engagements on this side of the map. But maybe he needs to save his indirect fire. Ooh. Good wipe there. For just like trying to deal with that pack continuously. The classic combo, you know, when you have the IS-2 or basically any heavy tank and rocket artillery is to bait their anti-tank gun position with your heavy tank and then blast their anti-tank gun with your rocket artillery whilst firing at your heavy tank. And since they've got so much health, they can generally absorb that kind of beating. Oh boy, but they IS-2 cannot absorb a target weak point. Come the planes, and there goes the IS-2. Comes the Katyusha now, a tiny bit late though. The pack's already backed away to safety. Oh boy! Oh, the incendiary rounds finishing the job on the Churchill. Incredible stuff there. As I've seen in my tutorial video, it can happen. Can penetrate any allied tank. Very low chance of damage, but when you see the Churchill at a pixel of health like that, worth the effort. And wow, this Sturm Tiger, he's down to just a Sturm Tiger, a couple squads now, but this thing is hard carrying at the moment. Let's try and finish off the decrewed Rocketten, and they do manage to do so. Oh, Sturm Tiger getting some revenge there, almost wiping out one of those squads. 34 kills. Tiger out back for repairs. Continuing with recon mode. It's pretty handy. Katyusha ready to fire again. So is the one of the Werfers. Both the Werfers, in fact. But yeah, Duty Finisher being so heavily invested in the side, basically the only contribution to the centre are these mortar pits. You're supposed to send the occasional squad into CAC as well. Here comes the Werfers. Oh boy, there's a lot of units clumped up over here. Okay, gets off kind of lightly, I'd say. Scatter on the rockets, not incredible. Oh, it was 8 kills there, 5 on this, so still really good kill counts. Not getting the wipes though. And now I switch over to Cromwell's for Duty Finisher. Want something a bit more mobile to take out the Sturm Tiger, it looks like. Cromwell's better at going for those flanks. Now that there are no Raketen, so he has rebuilt one. Maybe those Cromwells can get in deep. Only one squad available for snaring as well. Here comes the Cromwells. Getting quick to spin around though and connects. Tiger into the center, slightly off target, maybe hoping to catch the squad as it retreats, but does not, holds its ground. As a result, doesn't cleanly connect. Oh boy, Fox Grenadiers go down fast, man. Usually Cromwells are not that good with their main gun, but on this occasion they actually get a really good connection. Pushing in here. Sturm Tiger reloading, can't defend itself. Oh, nearly taking down the Pax, so close. Looks like the Pax pushed forwards and took down that T-70. Ostheer rebuilding the IS-2, calling that bad boy in once again. Does have enough munitions for the incendiary artillery now as well. But yeah, losing the sight from that vested up T-70, that's a big blow. Some issues firing with that elevation change there, but the water pits are not. Gonna flare up again. 17-pounder itching to fire at that Sturm Tiger, just staying ever so slightly out of range. Tiger to Vet 2, it's got the bonus range now. Bullying the IS-2. He's a really lucky pin to pin that many times in a row. Meanwhile, the Tiger weak point activated. Tiger could be in some trouble. Is stunned. S-35 pushing in. Pack misses the final shot. S-35 on focus sight mode here. Moving too slowly to catch the Tiger. It's blitzing away to safety. Now the anti-tank plane's activated. Ostheer in some trouble. S-35 can now disengage the focus sight mode. Might be too late though. He's still pushing in with it, hoping to catch that Tiger, which was repairing on the front lines briefly. Meanwhile, the Cromwells coming in. Got the D crew on the Sturm Tiger. With the arrival of the King Tiger, causing them to cower. S-35 does not end up getting any kills, unfortunately. There are a couple on offer there, perhaps. The IS-2 does get away at the very least. Do have the quad there to take down the planes. Unfortunate for Ostheer, you know, that pack missing the killing blow. Could have been it. And yeah, Duty Finisher pushing in with those Cromwells. Got the D crew, so getting rid of the vet on the Sturm Tiger at least. But yeah, shut down by the King Tiger's arrival there. The pyrotechnics on one of his sections. Always helpful, especially if you've gone for anvil. Those airburst shells make that base artillery quite a lot scarier. Do have double munis caches down for Duty Finisher out the back as well. So plenty of munitions for him. Plenty of munitions for the allies. Another word for barrage.
A forward position has been destroyed.
Engineers stay alive there.
Standing by.
Ostheer needs another S-35 here. And 3 shots getting through the KT's armor. The Werfer strike coming back the other way. But the rocket scatter is favourable for Moscow Morty. He doesn't even really have to like back away for healing after that. Does not have any conscripts for anti-tank grenades though, or merging, which is a little bit worrying, but strapped for manpower. Those double Werfers bleeding him hard here. Weak point activated. Those 2 missing. But the pack getting some nasty damage done. Here comes the Sturm Tiger though. Nice 2. Gonna try teach it a lesson as it comes in. It's a sign to disengage here. Let's resist. Going to town on that Sturm Tiger though. Heaps of damage. A lot of repairs required now. It's like does he have a sweeper and a flamer? But no. Sweeper squad retreating here. Those 2 getting aggressive while the Tiger is quite badly damaged. Allies did have some control in the centre, but Kitten tried to do something about that. Looks like it's going to get decrewed though. These mortar pit shells, there it goes. Maybe it's a tiny bit too close. 17 pounder opening up on the KT. Only for 1 hit though. Still target back. Go for the centre here. And Duty Finisher should be able to see this. He's got the pyrotechnics upgrade on that section. Didn't dodge. The Sturm Tiger shell lands slightly short. A lot of AoE damage, but no wipe. Now the Werfer is switching over to the 17 pounder, trying to clear that off. About a third of its health off. Both barrages. Terribly impressive. Temporary artillery coming down. Landing a little bit short though. Late tank guns do survive. IS-2 backing out. Australia 5 pushing in. Tiger could be overextending a little bit here. Pack lining up as well. Popping the blitz. He's quick to back away here. Gets out of range in time. Pack didn't want to push in. Panzer Grenadiers there, and speaking of Panzer Grenadiers, I think they wiped a combat engineer flamethrower there as well. So Moscow Morty having a little bit of trouble on his side. KT backs out for repairs. Cromwell extremely low. Now we've got a Firefly for Duty Finisher. That's pretty much his army. Maybe squeeze in 1 more engineer. Does have plenty of manpower on the bank. Things come down to that. Soon trying to line up a shot. Pyrotechnics though on the retreat. And they get away nicely. So it's, you know, like a reasonably high value squad, bolstered section, but with the extra sight range. Both veterancy standing in cover. Now there's all cover in the centre and from the pyrotechnics. You can see that Sturm Tiger coming from long range. Plenty of time to react for Duty Finisher because of that. Okay, rebuild on the flak base for the OKW player. Putting it down in this corner, looking to cover this VP. With the heat shells, look at that damage. Cromwell running in terror. We do have the Firefly S-35 combo though.
Our capture point. They're trying to take
wow,
it.
popping hold the line here, very rare. Hasn't been fixed yet. But could actually work out okay here, maybe not. Real issue with hold the line. So long before the planes come through. Sectors get decapped before they actually come through. in the live version. Very expensive as well for basically doing nothing. Oh, Sturm Tiger gets the wipe that time. Catch you later, Pyrotechnics Tommies. Slowly but surely, every vetted up unit is getting annihilated this game. Except for that Tiger though, that thing is hanging on nicely. There's a pack to the Katyusha. It's up to Vet 3 now as well. Oh, did the Vet 3 Werfer go down? He had one with like 30 something kills, right? How did I miss that? The Cromwell catcher maybe. Trying to look for a wreckage. Can't see it. Center. Zone, get some damage done. Split Werfer. The scatter does a lot of damage, but only knocking one model from each weapon team, so not super impressive there. It's just a pure war of attrition at the moment. Okay, the player is slowly building back his army though, after rebuilding his flak base. So poised to overrun the allies slightly. Sniper now coming in for dirty finisher. That's an interesting option. Or maybe try to use it just to provide sight. Played a little bit as Brits against the King Tiger, and if you don't have something extra providing you with sight, and it's very hard every time you try and get sight of the King Tiger, it just blasts you away, blasts your infantry away. Can be hard to handle. So a sniper providing some sight could be quite handy here. Maybe even go for some sneaky caps as well with camouflage running. You can see, you know, snipers don't have as much sight as they used to have, so Vet 0 not quite as useful in that role as they used to be. Looks like he's going to use it in anti-infantry role. I'll beat it up. Oh boy, overcommitting here with the Su-85. And the pack finishing the job. Moscow Mori falling apart there with that Su-85. Secondary artillery coming in. But yeah, that's not good. Another Su-85 down. Oh, here comes the Cromwell going in for a flank on the Sturm Tiger. IS-2 in some trouble with the engine damage. Cromwell going for the Werfers here. There we go, there goes that one. This is a Vet 3 Cromwell though, a lot of Vet. Okay, going for the Sturm Tiger, the Fausts. Smoke, trying to get away here. One more shot and that'll be the Sturm Tiger. Raketen spinning around. Oh, he gets hung up on the... oh, he might actually take him down anyway. On the wall there, but doesn't get away anyway. Allies do manage to cap behind that. Did have the anti-tank planes fired off, but did not take down the IS-2. IS-2 doesn't actually have the machine gun upgrade, so reveal himself in the fog. And that quad shooting down the planes quite quickly. Got a second Katyusha coming in from Moscow Mori as well. So a bit of a heartbreaker that they didn't manage to take out the Sturm Tiger with that push, but you know, one Werfer. Still reasonable, though it is a shame to lose the veterancy from the Cromwell. We saw how fast it was firing at Vet 3. Really strong rate of fire there. Quite good in those kind of diving scenarios because of that, with the high rate of fire.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Did he activate the vet 1 ability? I'm not sure if he activated the hunt, I think it's called. Is that in the patch as well? What is that patch? That's what they say in all stream long. They're saying on Reddit. Oh, another squad wipe there. That's the last section for Dirty Finisher. Finally gone down. Raised the sniper as well, and took that down. Raketen connecting. Firefly getting very, very low. Major damage onto the Jagdpanzer. Some COH2 rockets. Just blasting down in this area. King Tiger advancing, so is the regular Tiger. These two a little bit low. The pack's pushing in as well. Here comes the Werfer. Oh, there's a lot of damage, and the IS-2, I don't know why he was chasing after the Tiger. Baited into the anti-tank guns, and there goes the IS-2. Yeah, Moscow Morty with his IS-2 control. A couple of times, you know, there's the other time where he was trying to bait, I think, the anti-tank gun on this side, but IS-2 has already lost a third of its health. Got stuck by the target weak point and went down. Then again, getting baited back in by the Tiger there. Double packs lining up, and the IS-2 goes down shortly thereafter. So yeah, painful. We do have a fresh SU-85 out though. Okay, now it's back against these heavy tanks. Jagdpanzer coming across here. Maybe the King Tiger can see this here. Thanks to the extra sight from the spearhead into commander combo. SU-85 coming back in, trying to get some free hits in, but the pack is there. Double packs, in fact. A lot of repairs now. Even going for an attack ground there. Going to finish the job. Going back the other way, but pack's already on the move. Ooh, long range scatter though, connecting. Tiger pushing in here, going for the SU-85. It's already pretty well repaired. Can survive a hit or two. Oh, especially if the SU-85 is going to bounce at point blank range like that. There it goes. Tiger is a daring assault, but only one snaring spot for Moscow Morty. It's not here. Good tulip rocket though, I think. One connecting. Firefly with the veterancy got the extra damage here. But the Zis packed up. Does not fire off. With the Tiger. Tiger might have survived one more shot there anyway. Might not have mattered too much. It looks like the tide has turned against the Allies now. With yet another SU-85 loss from Moscow Morty. Did manage to decrew... Oh, both the packs in fact. Okay. So that's a win. King Tiger Jagdpanzer combo though going to work here. Oh, the Piats. And the 6-pounder Vet 3 finishing off the job there. Firefly coming back in. Engineer's going to get the snare off on the Jagdpanzer. It is vetted up though, got the bonus health now. And the Firefly one shot from death, not going to try chase him. Risk losing it. COH2 landing. Oh wow, he managed to recrew both of those anti-tank guns. Bad news for the Allies there. Moscow Morty was trying to kill one of them. Oh, the Werfer! Gets some revenge. Both the COH2s clumped up there. And the Werfer gets some lucky connections. 2 hits connecting there. Flares up in the air. Spotting the KT from range for the Zis. Oh boy. Goes down on retreat there. Slightly late retreat from Moscow Morty. Fatigue has to be setting in massively for these players now. Over an hour into this match. Real grind this one. So 5 on focus sight, but he does have the Zis out the back. Just in case the Tiger tried to flank again with the Blitz. Sniper pushing forwards, providing some sight here. This is the kitten. Ooh, that's a lot of mortar shells landing. Firefly getting all cleared up still. Switched over to medics now, since he's lost all his sections with the healing. Blasting away. Still got the Vet 3 one at least. It was the unvetted one that he lost. Oh boy, Moscow Morty with the focus sight mode. He's going to be able to inch away to safety there. Got to be very, very careful with his usage of that. Tiger coming in for the kill though. And he gets a grazing shot there. Still needs 2 more, but it's got really good rate of fire with all this veterancy. Just bringing in the planes. We've got another SU-85 coming in from Moscow Morty. Oh, abandoned though. Tiger in some trouble now. No. Missed bounce. Can't really go for the chase down with the blitz activated. The plane's actually do end up killing the SU-85 that was decrewed there, though, I believe, so it's good news for D1moN. There we go, quad finishing the job there. Scout sniper, keeping tabs. Super close range, worth a strike. Good dodge though. Survives. Shield rockets. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Can target ever so slightly out of range of the 6-pounder though. Sniper does go down somehow. Didn't see it. Oh, and the Werfer decrews the
gun is not crewed.
Vet 3 anti-tank gun. Just nice to outright finish it off there. Gonna go for another Cromwell. Maybe go for another Cromwell dive. As well as another Firefly. Probably not gonna have PopCap for both of those though. All this PopCap tied up in replacements. Can't really squeeze that much into his army. And now, for the first time in a long time, Allies are behind in the victory point game. Maybe first time all game, honestly. Churchill inching forwards, but the Jagdpans are hiding in camo there. The cautious movement.
There's a rather splendid Cromwell ready to go.
Ooh. Katyusha barrage there, nearly taking down both Pios.
Are securing our territory.
D1moN though still has a pretty reasonable infantry base. Just causing Moscow Mortar some headaches here. Bringing in his quad and force back these grenadiers. Double Werfer strike coming in though. And the double packs. That's the danger when you send your quad forwards like that in these late game scenarios. Those double AT guns. You have to be super cautious with your quad. You come forwards for like a little spray, but then you have to like get out straight away. Spray and run away.
100 points remaining.
Oh, you guys probably don't have that actually. That might be a New Zealand meme. Trying to go for some attack grounds, but the hitbox on the Jagdpanzer when it's in cautious movement, almost impossible to hit with attack grounds like that. Well, it's invisible. coming down as well. Oh, but they do get away. Maybe. No, they retreat through the flames, and the Jagdpanzer goes down as well. Wow. Churchill getting a really good kill counter for how long it's been on the battlefield. 24 kills already. King Tiger's been on the field for like 3 times as long, only with 13. Looks like the Axis team gearing up for a bit of an assault here. Coming in. Australia 5 is facing the wrong direction. Spins around now. Quite able to back away here. Got the Werfer strikes coming in behind this though. Here goes the machine gun. This barrage looking for the decoy on the packs, not quite. Jet rockets connecting with the Jagdpanzer up to Vet 4 now. Popped up from Vet 2 to Vet 4 incredibly quickly there. Planes ready for D1moN once again. Cromwell going hunting. Oh, double mines though, incredibly low after that. And does not get the job done. Dirty finisher though, with so many resources in the bank, can just rebuild that instantly. Doesn't have to worry. SU-85 pushing in. Oh, but he's just too reckless. Trying to desperately go for the kill on a tank deep in Axis territory, and he pays the ultimate price. Take down there from Moscow Morty. Maybe lost his patience a bit. Firefly trying to avoid going down here. Quad shooting at the tank instead of the planes. Oh, the Werfer strike actually finishing off the low health quad. Oh, the Firefly in some trouble. The pack. One connects, the other one slightly out of range. But the planes coming through for the final pass. Ooh, narrowly avoid. Oh, is this finally going to be the end of the Tiger here? SU-85 pushing in, a lot of flames down on all the infantry. SU-85 slow to spin around though. Tiger evasive with the movements. Hiding. SU-85 chasing in. Tiger very fast. Since Vet 3 abandoned. Wow, pack firing, forcing the SU-85 back here. And looks like they took down the 17-pounder in amongst all of that. Coordinated barrage chipping in. A lot of decrewed weapons up here in the Allies side. Dirty finisher taking a hammering. Losing that 17-pounder, maybe losing another Cromwell.
Firefly complete.
Oh, did the Sturm Tiger go down as well? Man, there was it was all action there on both sides. Yeah, looks like a Sturm Tiger wreck over there. Panzer going for the kill on a few of these decrewed weapons. Triple Fireflies though, that's a lot of tanks for Dirty Finishers. Don't have much in terms of infantry after that. It's got nothing to like fend off this Shrek squad here. It's just charging on top of the VP. Allies down to 45 VPs. Can't afford to let this happen. He's been repairing up the Firefly, but he really needs that Crocodile. He's got a Shrek on that squad as well. And now Panther's coming in. He's got the Panther Commander upgrade on that, so he's dropping the artillery. This mortar pit just came out of brace, so it can't brace through this damage. And there goes the mortar pit. Dirty finisher falling apart here. Spamming sections now. Probably needs to spam just engineers, I would say. Speed up some repairs here, given the game scenario.
With 25 points left.
5 VPs left.
An emplacement has been destroyed.
Guys desperately need to get on top of these VPs. Here comes the Churchill now onto the left-hand side. Oscar Mori also mobilizing, coming into the center, but he just doesn't have very much at the moment to cap with.
We only have 10 points left. The new infantry section is ready for battle.
And there we go. 2 VPs, that's it. The triple cap too fast. And the Axis end up taking it. Whew. Back and forth battle, this one. But the Allies eventually turning the tide. Some good stern tiger action from the OKW player. Did a lot of damage with that throughout the course of the match. Very well played with that overall. D1moN keeping that tiger alive an impressively long time, doing some very daring plays, and they paid off almost every time except for the last. Ended up going down, but yeah, GG. Perhaps do finish it, maybe over-investing on this side of the map. You know, the double mortar pits might have been a tiny bit too much, especially one that was a little bit further back. I believe you can, like, destroy those. So maybe he could have destroyed one of those, freed up a bit of pop cap, left himself with a bit more to work with closer to the center. But overall, a good, very good game, and back and forth. It's a bit of a shame during that last engagement. There's so much going on both sides. Would like to see how those emplacements end up going down there, but GG, very well played. Anyway, guys, wrapping that up like a game cast by me. Man, I'm running out of voice. Details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.